for slot money, even though he was coming off Tommy John surgery that limited his
Counts 1-1 for Lindor.
Mississippi State.
B, my main man B, always here. Hit. Finds the hole. Maybe safe on first. All right, leadoff single here for Mr. Lindor.
Last night had trouble on the first chance of the game.
Yeah, Muncie made a mistake in last night's game.
Hope your weekend's going well, B.
He didn't get him out at all. This time on the backhand, just his timing was off. And he didn't start with that backhand down and work his way up. He started up, and then he had a jab at it, and that cost him the play. I saw somebody was.
The A's made 2 errors last night, one of them by Muncie. His error gave the Mets a lead on base runner. Here's Ron Soto. He was 1 for 4 in last night's game.
Wait, what? How do you have COVID again, dude?
He hits
hit. That could be a double play ball. Out at second. Not out at first. So Soto on first with 1 out.
Second got the force, but
how is that possible?
Play at first base and see if the A's challenge
I think they're challenging it. Looks like Soto just beat the run.
He got the bag. No challenge by the Athletics.
No challenge. No challenge.
Cotsay now in his 4th season. 19-game improvement last year from the year before. From 50 wins in 2023 to 69 last year. Well, here is the raging hot Pete Alonso.
Pete Alonso, 278 batting average, 1 on and 1 out.
Double homer, drove in 3. Soto at first with 1 out.
Strike.
Slider with first strike, nothing 1.
No, Gary, so far so good for Jin.
B, I'm sorry to hear that, man. Alonso, 4 home runs on the season, 18 RBIs, 1,200 OPS, 3 for 3 last night, home run, 3 RBIs. Maybe I could provide you some positive distractions today and tomorrow.
I'm more used to saying Jin.
Counts 0-1. Counts 0-2. I think that was a slider from Jin.
Pete is not chasing this year. He's not swinging and missing as much. He's seeing more pitches. He said last night.
How'd you get it back to back, though?
The result in a double. He doesn't want to see too many pitches.
I feel like maybe you had it the whole time and it just came back.
Down to the count here, 0-2. And again, this is just outside.
I don't know how to say your name. Vakor? Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Counts 1 and 2 for Alonso.
Tough times and makes things more complicated. He seemed to have made it really simple so far this season.
Yeah, he's swinging at strikes and laying off balls. It's a good combination.
Yes.
1-2 coming.
Alonso fouled that off his foot. That was a 97 mile per hour sinker. Pareda, I'm sorry, is the catcher. Sonderstrom. They took it off before I could read it to you guys.
And Soderstrom, Andujar, Bleday, and Rooker starting in right field. He does not.
Do I sell dope? No, not anymore.
DH usually.
And Alonso will lay off that sinker, stop the swing in time. Well, it would not be surprising if pumped up. He's not really making his first start of the year for the A's.
Yeah, that's a good question.
The team that drafted him.
Messi.
Probably knew a lot of these guys in the minor leagues. And now he's facing the Mets.
Oh, thanks for popping in anyway, Sarah. Counts 2 and 2. Alonso fouled it off his foot.
Piece of that 97-mile-an-hour sinker to stay in there. Interestingly enough, you know who JT Gibbs' last start in the minor leagues this year?
2-2 count.
The Sacramento River Cats.
Oh, wow.
Who are the other tenants in this ballpark. Playing for Las Vegas, faced them 9 days ago. That was his last outing. Now he comes to the River Cats home.
All right, Alonso.
In a big league uniform.
Not giving up here. As I say that, swing and a miss. He's out. 2 outs.
For the second out.
Damn it, Alonso.
He made him so aware of inside with that sinker that it opened up that outside corner for the slider. Excellent job of sequencing there by Ginn.
All right, 2 on. Excuse me, 2 on. Damn it, I can't fucking talk today. 2 outs, 1 on. Beatty or Acuna at second today? I believe it's Beatty, they said, Joseph. It's good to see you, Joe. Hope you're doing well. Nimo takes the ball.
Well, this is the homer last night. He got ahead in the count. J.P. Sears had to come right after him, and it cost him.
On
Counts 1-0 for Nimo. Are the Rangers losing, Joseph?
It is very quick to the plate.
Ball counts 2-0. Are the Rangers still losing?
In his big league career, and Soto really doesn't have much faith in taking a lead against him.
He's in the Griffin Canning mode, too. Excellent fielder, excellent athlete.
Behind on Nimo 2-0.
Nimo just looked down a sinker. Counts 2-1. Didn't even try.
They call balls and strikes today. Big Cara positive for two. Mark Rutherford at second. Nick Bledsoe, who played last night, is at third. Beautiful day. Not a cloud to be seen. 70 degrees at game time. Should be warming up as the afternoon goes along. After a little chill this morning.
Counts 2-1. That's a ball on the outside. Counts 3-1 for Nimo.
3-1 to Nimo with starting Marte on deck.
I guess Marte is the DH. Yeah, Marte is the DH today for us. I say us because clearly I'm on the team.
Good night last night. Back in there today.
Counts 3-1.
Tries to feel a little bit better. Nimo with a hitter's count. And he swings.
Nimo pops one up, shallow left,
Wilson
out, 3 outs. All right, we leave one stranded.
Baseball is back.
No, dude, I fell asleep. I started falling asleep at like 7:30, 8 o'clock, and I just deleted the stream. I was like, I'm not going to be able to stay up. I'm too old. I did try though, guys, but I'm too damn old.
On top of that, new customers get up to $1,000 in bonus.
I had a really long work day too, so it just. I didn't even really watch wrestling yesterday. I fell asleep before 9 o'clock, I think.
Did they just hop from a baseball game?
Bernard, it's good to see you too, man. I hope you're having a good weekend.
It's like all their apps and channels are connected.
Yeah, Rangers are down right now, though. Rangers are down 2-0.
Shows, movies, sports, cooking shows.
Is she talking to us?
Tell me, how does DirecTV put all your favorite stuff on one home screen? Uncanny content suggestions based on your watch history? And mind control.
Were you recently electrocuted?
A better way to watch whenever you want to watch.
Well, I for one am intrigued.
Oh, there's a song in the background. Oh, shit. Don't want to get copyright. The game is on not SNY. Yeah, it is SNY. Game's on SNY for all my fellow New Yorkers. I'm walking here. All right, back to it. Bottom of the first. Where is this game being played right now?
Sacramento area.
Sacramento area?
Sacramento.
What ballpark is this?
Microclimates, that's one way on one side, one on the other.
Wilson, Rooker, Soderstrom, Shea, the DH, Angiar, Bledsoe, Urias, Muncy, Pereira. Jesus Christ, these names. River Cats ballpark, so that's like what, a AAA team? Strike from David Peterson. Counts 0-1. Peterson, 2 starts, 1-0 record, ERA 2.53.
David Peterson.
Next pitch from Peterson. Outside. Counts 1-1. So that's what, a AAA? B? 377 average, 2 homers, 8 RBIs, 925. Okay. San Francisco AAA team. Oh, Jesus. Come back to Peterson. Underhand toss to Alonso, out at first. Sanger is the catcher. Alonso first. Beatty second. Lindor short. Vientos third. The outfield is Nimo at left. Siri going to play center today. 4-time All-Star. Juan Soto is at right field. Next man up for the A's. Rooker, 197 average. Strike. Counts on 1. So basically, they're just called the A's right now. Rooker, 4 home runs, 8 RBI, 672 OPS. 1 for 3 last night. Pop up, foul, and backwards. Counts 0-2. And they're just called the A's right now. They dropped the Oakland because they're not in Oakland, right?
Rooker playing right field.
That's crazy.
Open up a slot for Kurtz to be advanced to the majors.
Swing and a miss. Got him. Fastball.
Comes upstairs with the four-seamer to strike
Four-seam
out.
fastball. 2 outs.
Now they're 2 away.
So I guess the plan is for them to eventually go to Las Vegas and be the Vegas A's.
Really just went through a rooker like he was standing still. Long stride for the 6'6".
Everybody that lives on the West Coast that
Just beat him.
tell me they went to the Athletics ballpark a couple of years ago, they said it's
tied for the major league lead with 6 home runs.
disgusting.
Well, before his 6
Soderstrom, 327 average, 6 homers, 10 RBIs, over 1,000 OPS. Swing and a miss, foul, counts 0-2. 3-0. Oh, wow. Rangers are getting their asses whooped, huh? Counts 0-2.
It's not that an angel gets his wings, but a Met fan cracks a smile.
Got him. Slider, 3 outs. That was a very good start there from Peterson, but Peterson always has a really decent first 2 innings. We'll know what Peterson we have by
Backed by 100 years of innovation,
the 3rd or the 4th inning.
Pro Sharp Painter's Tape with Edge Lock Plus technology delivers our sharpest lines yet.
I think Marte is leading off.
For a lifetime with King quality.
Long Island is more exciting than ever at Jake's 58 Casino Hotel. Your spring egg venture begins with us and your chance to win a share
In the
of
second.
$50,000 during our egg hunt drawing event.
Best pitchers are looking good so far this season. Yeah, they're not bad, man. I haven't been disappointed yet, so that's always, you know. Michael! Michael, what's up, dude? I'm doing really well. I hope you're doing well. Hope your weekend's going well, Michael.
Welcome to the all
Rangers are getting their asses whooped right now. 3-zip. Let me switch over and see what. Let's see. The Rangers are in the second period. 3-0 Canes. Canes have 9 shots. Rangers have a total of 6 shots. For all you hockey fans out there. This commercial again. Oh, that's right. Your weekend starts tomorrow. Your weekend starts on Sunday because you work. Hey, man, get that money. You get that weekend premium pay, Michael, or no? Just regular. I think we're coming out of commercial any second. Yeah, here we go. Top of the second. Marte's going to lead off for the Mets.
Marte 1 for 5 last night.
Marte sloppy hit over to third. To first. Marte is out at first. He tried. He was sprint running down the line.
Partially because they're
1
playing
out.
in this Hitters Park, Lion Lake Stadium. The A's pitching is not.
Yeah, they said what you said, B. This is a hitter's park.
The ERA is pretty good, but at home it's almost 6.5.
The A's bullpen is ranked 26th, and their starters are ranked 27th. At home, they're ranked last. All right, Vientos. 109 batting average, takes the ball on the outside, counts 1-0. No home runs on the season, 1 RBI, 393 OPS. He stunk up the joint yesterday, went 0 for 4.
46 at bats to start the season. It's amazing when you think about it that the Mets are 9-4. The low production is.
If Vientos gets a home run here, I'll go bananas. Oh, look at that! He got himself a base hit. I'll take it. I'll take it, B. 1 out single for Vientos.
It always comes back to the right side for me.
It's better than nothing.
Being able to pepper that right side to get him on the ball, behind the ball, and then he'll start.
Please subscribe to the channel. Please like the stream when you get a chance, guys. I appreciate it.
This swing is picture perfect. Just stayed inside it, drove it to right field, didn't push it to right field.
So the Mets on their first hit.
Brett Beatty up at bat, 111 batting average.
Sad last night with Luis Acuna playing second.
Strike, looked it down, counts 0-1. No home runs, no RBIs, 259 OPS. He's another guy.
Times last night.
Stinking up the joint.
Beatty trying to keep up. He's 3 for 27 to start his
Oh
season.
my God, he's
Walks.
3 for
To go with
27.
that 3 for 27. He's been down in the count all year.
Ball outside, counts
I
1-1.
was listening on the plane on Wednesday when you and Keith were doing the game, and you said seemingly it seems he's 0-2 every time he's at the plate.
You know, in spring training, he was very
1-1 count.
aggressive early in counts. But he's been a lot more passive since the year began.
Foul. Third base side, counts
You
1
make
and
a
2.
good point, Gary. You know, you preach patience, but you don't want it to spill over into passive. You got to keep your aggressiveness.
Controlled aggression.
There you go.
Counts 1 and 2.
I think we mentioned last night when you play a minor league ballpark, you can hear every fan.
Oh, that jabroni's loud, man.
He may be burned out by the third inning.
Upstairs, counts 2 and 2.
We can only hope. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Beatty with, let's say, Siri on deck.
I think Steve needs to find him.
Series on deck.
This is a really delightful setting. It's not what you're used to at the major league level, but it's kind of fun.
Oh, he smacked one over, and he's out at second.
Once he grabs it,
2 outs. I thought Beatty had himself a
Twice now
single.
that Ginn has gotten out on the lefties with a little cutter.
No dice.
He's got that hard sinker working, but when he gets behind the count, he comes with that cutter in. He got Nimo as well.
Sutter Health Park, which holds, they say, including the berm, 14,000, but it looked pretty packed last night. They only announced 9,000 plus
Siri,
Siri trying to snap
0.50 batting average. Fouled it off his foot, and he knocked himself down, and he's hurt.
And goes down in the heat.
Uh-oh.
Holding his left knee.
Siri's down holding his knee, guys.
That he has on his shin, but right
He's not getting up right now.
Right back of the assistant athletic trainer is going to come out.
Athletic trainer coming out.
Clearly is some discomfort.
It's no different than getting hit in the
Wow,
knee.
that hit him right on the,
Fouled right on the inside part of his left
yeah,
knee.
inside of the left knee. Above the padding. Ah, damn it.
Your leg goes dead.
It does. It just drops you.
Siri trying to feel better.
And then the
Trainers are out there checking on him.
And because it's right on the bone, I mean, these are grown men. They're as tough as tough can be, and it brings you down and out.
Yeah, he's in a lot of pain right now. I don't think he's opened his eyes.
They're playing a little Dave Brubeck while he's on the ground.
Take 5. Well, that's the tip.
He's telling the trainer not to touch his knee. What's up,
The
RJ?
left about it.
All right, now they're going to help him
His
up.
eyes, he's so much discomfort, but it's usually something you can shake
He's
off.
hunched over holding his knee still.
No, it'll be painful, and then after the game, they'll throw some ice on it. But unless there's any,
He's going to try to put weight on the knee.
chip or kind of, he should be fine here. A little bit easy for me to say up here in the booth.
Take a few steps and see if you can shake
He's limping
off.
around.
If not, Tyrone Taylor will be at the ready.
I would take him out.
Any weight on it right now.
He can't put any weight on it. Take him out. Put Taylor in.
Yeah, because it is all bone, so you could get a hairline
Damn, my Islanders lost.
fracture or.
Carlos Mendoza just yelled over at the dugout. I think
Yeah, Siri's going to come out of the game, guys. Siri is out of the game.
Really unable to put much weight at
He
all.
can't put any weight on that left foot.
Really good
That knee's
seat
painful
by
right
hand.
now.
Siri hit that inside
So
left
Taylor
knee.
is going to jump around and get loose.
Dugout. Now, normally, again, there's space underneath in the tunnel to run or to get loose.
So Taylor is just trying to get loose now because he's gonna come in and bat for Siri.
Guys can take swings or get loose is out left center field. We saw a path worn out.
And it hit right above the padding on that left leg. Talk about, the worst luck.
This guy's trying to stay loose.
So at some point, Siri, who's hurting now, is going to have to get to center field in the clubhouse.
The golf cart or something, we can get him out there in 3 innings. So Taylor will take over the at-bat and then stay in the game in center field.
Yeah, so Taylor's going to stay in. He'll be the center fielder now. Series day is definitely done, boys.
Suri, who has been struggling at the This time,
He's still on pain on the bench
He
there.
has to come out of the game.
Juan Soto's checking on him. Here comes Taylor. Here's the replay one more time. Watch it hit the knee. Bang!
He didn't really sink much. He just got on top of that, just fouled it right into his knee.
Inside the left knee. No padding.
So Taylor will take over the at bat with an 0-1 count.
All right, back to the game. Taylor, 154 batting average, counts 0-1.
And again, after the delay, we'll see if he can gear it back up.
Oh, it's Ginn, not Gin. Strike right down the pipe. Sinker at 96, counts 0-2. Taylor, PH, no home runs, 1 RBI, 308 OPS. He's played in 7 games this season.
The Miami series.
Man, I hope Siri's all right.
Played that entire series. And then Siri played last night and was in the lineup today. But Taylor quickly.
Here's the 0-2. He got him, struck him out.
And Ginn has his second strikeout.
3 outs. We're going to bottom of the second.
That's just done in the second with those scores.
All right, we'll put Taylor on the field after this commercial break.
Dear first place, road to success.
And I need
is a
something to eat. I
slippery
just
one.
worked out. I need something to eat. I need protein or something, man. I need a steak. If he just jumped in the stream, Siri injured his knee, so he's out of the game. Siri hit a foul ball right into his left knee. Taylor came in to replace him at center field. Taylor's getting escorted onto the golf cart and back to the back. He's got his hands over his face. That's
Yes.
not
series
good,
is
man.
all good, but that was one they're pushing to get it off the field because it doesn't have any gas.
The grounds crew came out with a golf cart that didn't have any gas, and they had to bring the other one. So now they have to push that golf cart off the field. So now we have another break in the action. And they hit the fence with it. You fucking idiots. Look at this. Look at this. 3 stooges and the security guard. Look at this. Oh, I don't know how to back it up properly. Someone's got to steer and push. Oh, we're going to hit the fence again, boys. Oh, I can't get it in there. Oh, hold on. Let me get down there and push a little. Oh, no. It's against the railing, guys. It's against the fence. There you go. Oh, there you go. How many retards does it take to push a golf cart? Jesus Christ. Mary and St. Joseph, heaven above. Look, they can't even get the wheel off the fence there. Oh, I don't know. Should I turn the wheel? Oh, there you go. There you go. Turn the wheel. Shut the doors. There you go. Good job, guys. Jesus Christ.
Oh, now he's coming back on the
Oh, now they're coming back on the field. Oh, get in position now, boys. Secure the. Jesus Christ. Oh, look at it. Look at the security guards jogging. Oh, my God. Oh, hold on. Make sure. Everyone. All right, here we go. All right.
Jay Langoliers will lead off against
Good job, boys.
And he gets that first fastball.
Fastball strike counts on 1.
Langoliers had another big night against the Mets.
What's the guy's name? Langoliers. 500 batting average, 2 homers, 10 RBIs, over 1,500 OPS. He's DH. Foul. I'm sorry, hit over to Lindor. I thought that was a foul. To Alonso out at first. One away.
So Peterson has set down the first 4 with ease.
Jesus Christ. There's Taylor at center field.
Now Miguel Andujar, who had a good night
Andujar.
drove in 3. Former Yankee takes
Ball counts 1-0. He's the former Yank. 310 average, 1 homer, 6 RBI, 760 OPS, 2 for 4 last night with a home run and 3 RBIs.
This is his first of the year. He pulled it over
Upstairs, almost hit him. Counts 2-0.
Inside 2-0.
Had various injuries last year. Only played in 75 games.
Strike, counts 2-1.
Peterson gets the sinker in for a strike, and it's 2-1. Second career start for David against the A's. He beat them last year at Citi Field, allowing just an run over 6 1/3.
Ball counts 3-1. That was outside. That was the changeup that missed.
3-1 with J.J.
Oh, shit.
The 2 left-hand batters in the lineup against Peterson today.
Blade on deck. Popped up. Center field out. Taylor just got that. 2 outs. 2 outs, boys.
We'll find you. I'm sure that's what Taylor's thinking right now. Just into the game, gets a BB right out, and this ball was covered.
Knuckled a little bit at the last moment, and he had to adjust that glove.
111 off the
Next
bat.
man up.
So 2 out of nobody on that. J.J. Blade.
Blade.
Takes a letter high strike.
Strike.
It looks like he likes to call the high strike.
200 average, 1 homer, 5 RBI, 617 OPS, 1 for 4 last night with an RBI.
They had 7 at-bats against the lefty. This is only the second left-hand starter that the A's have faced this year.
Counts 1-1.
Steal with the Cubs a couple of weeks ago. Mets had not faced more than 1 lefty starter before they tangled with J.P. Sears last night.
Hit, foul, first base side.
A lot of take this first time through the lineup for these young athletic hitters, wondering if they're going off the last start of Peterson when he walked 5. Maybe they are trying to be patient the first time.
Counts 1 and 2. Strike. Got him. 3 outs. Just like that, boys. That's the end of 2 scoreless. Mets will be up after this.
What does it mean to be rich? Maybe rich is less about reaching a magic number and more about discovering magic. The key to being rich is knowing what counts.
Here comes the pitch.
For all of your home improvement needs, windows, doors, corners, and closets, 888-631-2131, or visit us at unifiedhomeremodeling.com.
At Atlantic Honda, we like to say, no matter the style, we'll make you smile. Whether it's the sharp-looking Accord, the economical HR-V, the spacious Pilot, or the entertaining Odyssey, we have the service, the selection, and the people to make every Honda lover the happiest ever. You'll find your style and find your smile.
Because we always go the extra mile. At Atlantic Honda.
Don't take slow for an answer. When you can't wait to get home. Or when you're helping someone find theirs.
I'm not sure he doesn't want to call it.
Or you can't miss the big night.
Is he feeling great?
Don't take slow for an answer. Switch to Optimum Mobile on America's largest 5G network, delivering more 5G coverage plus 5G reliability and speed. And get 1 unlimited line for just $25 a month. Call, go online, or visit a store.
Don't take slow for an answer.
Since 1989, Unified has been Long Island's most trusted contractor. When you need to upgrade or repair your windows, doors, siding, roofing, or masonry, Unified will be with you every step of the way. Call today or visit our website.
It's the final day of the NBA regular season and a possible Knicks playoff preview. Join us on Sports Night at 11.
Third inning, Mets and A's no score. Lots of families out on the berm. It's a gorgeous afternoon in West Sacramento. Fans here enjoying their newfound Major League team up from Oakland on their way to Vegas. Aiden Singer takes a sinker inside for ball one as we start the third inning. Singer is starting for the sixth time in the last 7 games. And he has held his own offensively. See, there will be some signs of babies. Look the other way. And
hit over towards first, and Sanger is out just like that. 1 away.
Little slider there. Sanger tried to go the other way, but
man, I'm sorry to hear that, Mike.
Fully in charge there.
I was pulling for the Rangers. The Islanders are out too, though, right?
Lindor, who had an 8-game hitting streak, stopped last night, reached on error his first time up today.
Lindor up at bat 0 for 1, reached on error. He's going to use a timeout right away. Has 1 home run on the season.
It's JT
He's due for another one.
His first big league outing of the year. They had 2 starts for AAA Vegas, struck out 19 batters in 11 innings in those 2 starts.
4-0, damn. Lindor bluffed a bunt there. That went ball, though. Counts 1-0.
Estes, who got beat up his first couple of times out, so they went to get.
Estes gave up 12 earned runs in 7 innings pitched.
Good.
No bueno, Gary.
Ooh, right field, foul. Just went foul.
You know, if we get a ball hit right down the line, give a foul ball, people around the foul balls are extremely short, even shorter than the ones at Citi Field. So that could provide an interesting dilemma for the umpire.
Counts 1-1.
1-1 to Lindor with Soto on deck.
Down, counts 2-1.
1-2. Well, it's been open
Sutter
since
Health Park.
2000.
Home of the A's since this year. 14,014.
Upgraded the surface here to accommodate the fact that 156 games will be played.
Outside, counts 3-1.
And the Sacramento River Cats call this ballpark. They've upgraded the batter's eye and the scoreboard and the clubhouse. Broadcast booth is perfectly nice. 3-1 coming.
Lindor ripped one, fouled it. Full count.
You know, the media
foul on the first base side.
What we're accustomed to. So they got a couple of tables. You know, limited food choices. But, you know, it's a step up from some of the minor league parks that I've worked in back in the day. 3-2 to Lindor with Soto on deck.
Down, he walked him.
4, and so that's a 1 out base runner. First walk of it up again. You know, the
first walk of the day for the A's.
Virginia, and the broadcast booth there was about 10 feet off the ground. Yeah. You really had trouble seeing the ball in the outfield.
They're booing the shit out of Juan Soto.
The press meal, such as it was in the Metropolitan Park. You know those big cafeteria trays?
Yeah.
You know, the big
that's low, counts 1-0.
That you put over the burner or whatever to keep warm.
Just the really round one.
Yeah.
So they'd fill up one of those cafeteria trays with fried chicken and French fries.
Eat the win.
And they wouldn't pass it around before the game. It was during the game, like in the 4th inning.
Low again, counts 2-0.
From the door of the press box, which
Soto was grounded into fielder's choice in the very first. 1 home run on the season, 4 RBIs.
At the far end of the press box. And, you know, the folks who ran the Tides, Dave Rosenfield, Tony Mercurio, they were also in the press box.
They call that a strike, counts 2-1.
So all the writers and Tony and Dave
2-1 count. Gary Cohen and Ron Darling are the guys on the call for SNY today.
Sounds like the minor leagues to me.
That's why they call it the minor leagues.
Next pitch to Juan Soto.
2-1 to Soto. And it's in there for a
Ooh, that got in for a strike. Counts 2-2.
Two things I would have issue with: never past the writers. Free meal. I mean, no
Alonzo on deck.
The germaphobe that I am.
Alonzo on deck.
Rifling through that chicken and French fries. Oh my goodness.
Probably a pass.
Yes.
Almost hit him. Ball inside. Full count.
Soto, despite the fact that he has not really gone on a tear, is drawing his walks as he generally does. 10 walks, only 7 strikeouts. His on-base percentage is over 400. It's not necessarily swung the bat well, but bad start for him is a good start for anybody else.
Full count.
Lindor at first, 3-2 count, 1 out. He's running.
Lindor's going.
Takes inside ball 4, and the Mets
And he walked him, so it doesn't matter. 2 men on.
Base was briefly uncovered, and the catcher Pareto was starting to sprint toward third before Rios reacted. So back-to-back walks for the Mets. Not surprised to see Soto walking. His on-base percentage spectacular throughout his career. In fact, more walks through his age 25 season than even those guys ahead of him, Fox and Mantle. So now Alonso back with 2 men on. After back-to-back walks by Ginn, Alonso struck out in the 7th pitch at bat his first time up. Lindor at second, Soto at first, with 1 out.
All right. Alonso up with 2 on and 1 out.
And it's Lyons.
Foul, third base side.
Down on that cutter and hooked it.
That was the cutter Alonso made contact
We'd like
with.
to find play of the week. Well, that was last night. Because Alonso putting the capper on his big night by getting a hanging cutter and whacking it out of the ballpark.
Hooked that one as well. I mean, line drive got out of here in seconds.
4 home runs, league-leading 18.
This is dinner tonight, boys. Beef pot pie. Alonso, big swing and a miss, chasing a slider. Always does that. Counts 0-2.
Well, it's 2 sliders now that he's missed, but they were awfully good pitches from Ginn.
He fell behind 0-2 his first at bat. Down 0-2 again. Brandon Nimo waiting on deck.
Counts 0-2. Alonso fouled that off his foot.
A piece of Johnny Pareto, the catcher.
Or got a piece of the catcher. I don't know. Counts 0-2.
Yeah, luckily you got the shin guard. Watch where it hits him right on top of the shin.
Yeah, hit the catcher's shin guard.
Stance where the left leg is straight underneath Alonso.
Counts 0-2. This will be pitch 45. Hit, foul.
He just got the end of the bat on that cutter to stay in the at bat. The theme of Pete's early season is ability to prolong
This
the
time last season, Alonso's average was 136. Right now, it's 357.
plate coverage has just been remarkable.
Go get yourself a contract extension, my guy.
And Alonso
Pop up foul.
play another cutter.
That was a cutter again.
You know, well, it's interesting, and sometimes this happens to young pitchers, right? He's gotten himself into trouble with a couple of walks. The pitch to
If Alonso has a great year this year, I could see him being a lifelong man.
even if he makes contact, Alonso will hit it on the ground. You have a chance to hit a double play. But are you brave enough to go in on a guy that's red hot that has home run power?
Counts
That's the
0-2.
question.
And he stays away.
That's in the
Plays
dirt.
off
Counts
1-2.
1-2. Alonso is not backing down to the challenge here. Nimo is just trying to stay loose on deck.
Every bat.
That's a great way to phrase it.
Still growing out his beard like me.
He controls the at-bat, not the pitcher.
Counts 1-2.
Soto aboard with back-to-back walks. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming to Alonso. That's up and in. We saw this last night.
That's a ball. Counts 2-2.
Extraordinary number of long at-bats. These pitches, I think, went to set 11 full counts to 210 pitches. We're seeing it again here in this 3rd inning. Second time around the batting order for the Mets against Ginn. And he takes it too high, so after
Too high.
behind it with
Full
2,
count.
foul away 3 in a row. Now he's working the count full. 3rd straight full count for Ginn. will be the 9th pitch of the at-bat from Guillermo Alonso. And he fouls away that fastball to stay.
Foul the fastball and back. Alonso stays alive. Full count.
Sinker right on the corner, and Pete's still able to
Damn, that's some
foul
good
off.
beef pot pie,
He is
guys.
telling you as a pitcher, he's covering everything on the outside corner. Again, are you as a young pitcher brave enough to come inside on a home run slugger? Because that's where you're going to get him out.
All right. Is this pitch 10 to Alonso?
Again, the 3-2.
All right, got him.
Swinging on the sinker.
Sinker got Alonso. Damn. 2 outs. 2 outs with 2 on. Here comes Brendan Nimo.
He just has such a good one and should throw it.
Damn.
Look at the grab on the 2 seams. Ball just disappears. It's almost like a left-handed slider. That's how much it breaks out of his hand. So
Catcher and
he should use it more.
Scott Emerson, the
pitching coach to the mound.
More than anything else, just to give Ginn a break.
Yeah, they're just buying him time right now because he threw a lot there.
I think when you're a young pitcher, Barry, sometimes you give these great hitters too much credit, and you have to really be sincere in your heart and soul that my stuff is better than their best.
All right, Nimo.
Once you start believing
He's
that,
due
you have
for
a chance in
something.
this game.
So now Nimo with 2 out and 2 on. The Mets this season with 2 outs and runners in scoring position are 4 for 45. It's an 089 average. Nimo trying to turn that around. He popped up the short his first time up. No scores. We play in the 3rd. 25th pitch of the inning coming up for JT Ginn.
Nimo ripped it over to first. Ginn covers first. He's out. Damn. All right, we're going to bottom of the 3rd. Scoreless. 2 stranded for my Mets.
If you recently lost
Damn, man.
coverage due to a life change, healthcare.gov is here for you.
Get something going?
Like it's there for Marcus.
We get a
though he
run
lost
in?
his job, he's not worried about finding a new health plan anymore. And Keisha, she turned 26 and went off her parents' insurance. So she
What's your prediction here, B? You think Peterson has another good inning?
When they lost Medicaid, they found a new plan that fits their budget. There
I
are
hope he
many
does.
other ways to qualify. Visit healthcare.gov where millions have found the coverage they need.
Current owners and lessees of an eligible competitive luxury brand vehicle get this low mileage lease on this 2025 Cadillac Lyric all-wheel drive luxury one for around $489 per month.
What time is it? Showtime!
You know what's surprising?
Subway at 2 a.m.?
No. The prize is you get one of those scratch-off games from the New York Lottery.
That is surprising.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Bonkers.
Seriously, that is outrageous. Nothing surprises me.
Damn, that was some really good beef pot pie. I know I said that like 3 times, but that was freaking golden, bro.
Sunny days call for Sun Cruiser Vodka Iced Tea. Made with real iced tea and real vodka. Refreshing.
No trust McGill, Canning, and Holmes. Montez, we need to get healthy. We need to. Yeah, that would be cool if we got Sandy, man.
Toast Crunch Challenge. Look at him, just sit a dusting his way.
I think that's just a pipe dream, though, my man.
Win the day with the Kelsey's
You
favorite
think
series.
Miami would let that dude go?
3rd inning, Luis
To a division
Arias
rival.
off against David Peterson, who's retired his first 6.
Peterson on the mound, throws a strike.
Strike, nothing to 1.
Urias is up at bat, 3 for 11, 1 homer, 2 RBIs, 903 OPS, counts 0-1.
History was in Seattle for 41 games.
Hit. That's a fair ball. And look who had Vieira, Vientos.
Hard-hit ball got a piece of the bare hand of Vientos.
Vientos got
Rifled on by.
caught there on his bare hand. See the replay here. So it's going to rifle over towards him and right out of his glove and bounces to left field.
And use his athletic ability to kind of snare.
Why did he try to bare
It's
him?
tough to do, but you got to saddle over and kind of take that off the chest.
Got his meat handed away as he was trying to glove it. better as Max Muncy gets tied up and fouls him off.
That's a foul.
So he's ready, prepared to go, and it just ran right up his arm, caught him. Maybe
Counts on one.
Might not even caught a lot of leather.
For his base runner, it's a base hit for Rios.
That's slow.
Slider going in. Ball on a strike. Muncy 1 for 4.
This is the other Max Muncy. 159 average, 1 homer, 4 RBIs, 473 OPS, 1 for 4 last night. Counts 1-1.
Teammate of his double play partner, Jacob Wilson in Thousand Oaks, California. Coached by Jacob Wilson's dad.
Only the 2 balls hit the hardest last night was Marte to center and Muncy.
Counts 2-1.
Left field.
Ball that Nimo had to jump for. Saved 2 runs. It's got a little fortunate last night.
Swing and a miss. Counts 2-2. Fastball at 93 from Peterson. That was pitch 26.
When you come to the West Coast, the first game is always a little sloppy.
It's Silverstone had a ball to defense and left center with 2 men on. It was caught. A lot of close calls for the Mets last night.
With the bases loaded, Soderstrom hit a ball on the
full count. That was a ball.
Lined out.
Look out to Muncy with the number 9 hitter, Johnny Pareda.
No relation to Dodgers Max Muncy.
Rios at first, not a lot of speed, very short lead. Not going.
Popped up. Somebody play this.
Beatty retreating.
Beatty in the sun.
Looking for the sunglasses.
Got it. 1 away.
So Muncy's retired. Well, the Angels made a 19-game improvement from the year. The Athletics made a 19-game improvement from the year before last year to finish ahead of the Angels out of the summer.
The Angels were 63 and 99 last year. The Athletics were 69 and 93.
Further progress this year.
The Astros own that division.
Johnny Pareda made his big league debut with the Marlins last year. Snap throw by Peterson.
Go over to first with the pickoff. Good shit, Alonzo. Hold on, they might challenge it. A's might challenge it.
He's got that great snap through, no step, and he goes down and leaves
get him?
for the second out.
You know what's amazing is that we have.
That looks like he got him. Yeah, he's out. They're not going to challenge that.
Peterson has a great move. Then you're not listening. What a fine move.
2 outs, no challenge.
That's his first this season. He had 3 last year.
Got him. Strike. Counts 0-1. Pareda is 1 for 7, I think. Foul counts 0-2. Looked like a fastball from Peterson at 95.
Oh, there were a couple of kids and their dad in the front row. They almost fell out of their seat.
It comes. 2 for Peterson.
Tried to frame it, but that's a ball. Counts 1 and 2.
They made 21 starts last year, pitched to a 2.90 ERA. Off to a similar kind of start this year. He is establishing himself as one of the
counts 2 and 2.
consistent left-handers in the game.
Hit. Foul, first base.
The Phillies last year pitched today against the Cardinals as Christopher Sanchez. He had a typical Christopher Sanchez game. 6 in the third, 8 hits, 1 run, 4 double plays.
Yep. Ground ball Masterson.
Phillies beat the Cardinals 4-1. It's sharply Beatty with a diving.
Beatty diving catch. Over to Alonzo, out. That's the end of 3.
Nicely done by Brett Beatty, a step and a dive. And that gets Peterson through the third.
All right. We're going to the 4th. May the 4th be with you. Commercial break on SNY. That was a good play from Brett Beatty. I'd like for him to get on base today with a double or a single or something, man. Nah, song in the background. All right. Fourth inning here. Starling Marte leads off.
Here's Brett Beatty making the transition from third base to second base.
He showed bunt to the ball. Oh, that's a strike.
It's a third baseman's play. Right?
Counts 0-1.
Dive into his left, but he only had a few feet to throw.
Marte grounded out in the second. One home run on the season.
Pitch you saw in the second inning. And we did not see Starling go out to the cages between at bats here.
Ball inside.
Last night, it seemed as though he was going out there every other at bat. So before he had his biggest at bat in the game in the sixth inning, he had not gone out for extra BP, and he had a double over the head of the center fielder, driving a pair. So he's trying to get into some kind of rhythm.
Ball counts 2-1.
Because the batting cage is out next to the clubhouse in left center, and not attached to the dugout. But he needed some extra work, has to go out there between innings.
Baseball's a funny game, though. Very superstitious. If Marte has a big series,
strike counts
he
2-2.
might stop going to the cage even at Citi Field. Just watch the game and be his great athletic self.
Well, you know, he's still adjusting to the whole concept of being a regular DH.
Ball outside, full count.
Field his entire career. Love followed the field for one time.
And Jesse Winker hasn't been a consideration because he has not felt well.
Wilson was feeling better yesterday. In fact, at one point he was going to be in the lineup, but then he was still suffering from intestinal issues, so he's been pushed back a day.
Full count.
Another full count for Guinness, fourth in the last 5 batters.
Got him.
Marte with the sinker. Same way.
Sinker, one away. Damn.
Strikeout for JT Ginn. 1 out. We check in with Steve Gelb. Steve?
Well, guys, if you want to take swings in between your at-bats, you do have to go out to the batting cages in center field. But the Mets wanted to make sure that not all of their players had to go back to center field for everything. So right behind me in the dugout, a few things to take note of. First of all, David Peterson has a backup uniform and an undershirt hanging right behind me in case it gets a little too sweaty. He can change his uniform in the dugout.
Vientos, 1 for 1 today, takes the ball on the outside, counts 1-0.
And the Mets have brought a lot of their activation warm-up equipment into the dugout. There's an assault bike right behind me for guys to get warm, medicine balls, bands, weighted balls. So a lot that you
Next pitch to Vientos.
in this dugout that normally you would just go into the tunnel and do.
Well, the other thing
Ball outside. Who gave Vientos that nickname?
Not accustomed to was talk to you. I mean, you're never this close to the players in the dugout.
Yeah, I'm surprised nobody's taking me up on that so far there.
There's already been a grievance sent to the Players Association.
The bullpen guys sent me out here today.
Hit and over short. First out.
The overhand 2 outs. So that's 2
So much for that, B. 2 outs.
You know, when I would pitch in the middle of the summer, I'd go through 3 or 4 tops, uniform tops. The only problem is you only had 2 in those days. So when you would bring the one in, they would throw it in the dryer. They get it as dry as they could when they needed another one.
Well, you mentioned the medicine ball, Steve, and you know the Mets had some long turns at bat last night.
Beatty up at bat, he's 0 for 1.
Whether that had any impact on Griffin Canning, who had to stay in the dugout rather than retreat to
hit. Hey, there it is. Beatty's got himself a single, a 2-out single. Oh!
And the ball gets behind O'Day.
Dropped it, and now Beatty's going to go to second.
So Beatty, after a good defensive play.
All right, Beatty's on second. There's the double I wanted, B. I called that. How you like that shit, B?
4 errors in 2 games for the A's.
Got himself a base hit. He got a base hit on the first pitch delivered. So aggressive, controlled aggression, as you said, Gary. Nice to see from Brett Beatty. That's not nice to see.
The A's had a rough series so far. Ball's beating him over his head in front of them, and now just unable to pick up the ground ball base hit.
2 outs and Beatty on second. Here's Taylor. He's 0 for 1. Takes a strike. Counts 0-1. He has 1 RBI on the season. Don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe. Like the stream. Like the stream. Taylor fouling back, counts 0-2.
Tyrone would like to have that one back. That was a hanger.
Sanger on deck.
Getting ahead 0-2.
Got him. Damn. That sinker has been money. 3 outs.
Any NBA play can inspire your next hunch. And with FanDuel, you can turn them into big wins. So if you think they're going to rock the rim right out of the gates, hello.
Commercial.
You want to RSVP to the block party.
There it is. Yes, sir.
Or you think it's going to start raining threes.
I saw a really good show you guys may be into.
Your hunches happen with America's #1 sportsbook. Right now, new customers get $5 and get $250 in bonus.
Damn, what was the name of it? The episode was Dark Side of Power Rangers.
As a person living with diabetes, I'm all about making progress.
It's like ID Investigates. It was
isn't about overhauling your life or always
each episode is something different, like Hollywood Demons or something it's called. And the 3rd episode was the Dark Side of Power Rangers, which tells the story of the original Power Rangers, how they were treated as actors that weren't unionized, how they weren't paid properly, and all the other stuff that went into it.
Why do we yard? Why don't we take our days off? Instead, we spend our time deep in the weeds. We hate weeds. We want edges that are straighter and boxwoods that are boxier. And we only use professional grade Echo Power. To those who say it's not worth the effort, we say that's not a grindhouse. We are yarders.
This weekend's Bet and Get offer presented by Fanatic Sportsbook. Friday through Sunday, bet on MLB and get rewarded. Stay tuned for exclusive offers all season long and see full promotional terms at the Fanatic Sportsbook app.
Suit up this season at MLBshop.com. Check out the largest selection of authentic jerseys, caps, hoodies, t-shirts, and more. Visit MLBshop.com, the official source for your men's gear. Cameraman on the roof. Nice. Maybe else you're going to go. Need a deck and a half. Got to get some height. David Peterson starts his 2nd time through the batting order. He faced the minimum over the first 3. And this is up and away with his first change up to Jacob Wilson, who had a comeback for his first time up. Wilson has hit
counts 1-0 for Wilson. Wilson 0 for 1 grounded out earlier. Strike counts 1-1.
Hitting streak for an A's player since Stan Javier hit in the first 17 games in 1994.
Hit.
Chopper
That's a fair ball. He's going to go to second. He's going to second. And the ball's going to bounce away. He's going to third. He's going back to second. Slides back to second. He's safe on second. Damn, man.
Contact king. Got to one between the lines on the bag.
All right.
I mean, there's nothing David Peterson did wrong here. It's a good pitch on the outside corner. Just better hitting by Wilson. Watch how long he waits for this ball. Almost hits it out of the glove of Senger and sends it down that right field line to lead off this inning with a double.
So one of the highest chase rates in baseball, and he had one of the highest contact rates. And he's on second base, Jacob Wilson.
That's way too high, that pitch from Peterson. Counts 1-0 for Rooker. He's 0 for 1, struck out in the first. 4 home runs on the season, 8 RBIs on the season.
Beatty staying close to the bag in second with Wilson there. He drops the curveball in for a strike.
Strike, counts 1-1.
The pickoff in the third inning now has 16 for his career. That ranks him 7th on the all-time Mets pickoff list. Number 1, Jerry Kuzma, 45.
Cruz.
Foul, counts 1-2.
Rod Darling, 37.
Really?
Yeah.
That's not bad for a right-hander.
I mean, of the top 7, 4 that were lefties: Kuzman, Madlack, Leiter, and Peterson. The only righties on the list: you and Doc and Mike Scott.
Here's the 1-2. That was pitch 40 from Peterson, by the way.
1-2 coming.
Popped up. Oh, shit. Center field. Right in front of the warning track. Out. Runner going to third. He's safe. A's in scoring position now on third. With 1 out.
You know, in the beginning of this season, I haven't seen a lot of strong throws from Taylor, so that was nice to see that one.
Well, in a scoreless game in the 4th, the Mets will bring their infield in against Tyler Soderstrom, who struck out his first time up. Wilson at third with 1 out.
Foul, counts on 1.
Into the dugout. Wow, that got in a real big hurry. Unfortunate, nobody got in the way.
Yeah, you heard it hit wood. It might have got someone on the count, but didn't hit flesh going in.
Soderstrom's been mashing.
Hit. And that's going to bring the runner in. The A's draw first blood. 1-0 A's.
Remember, in the same situation, the young Soderstrom last night ended up pulling the ball off Cannon. This time, a little better approach, going up the middle, gets himself the base hit, and he gets the Athletics the lead. It's a nice swing.
So 1-0 A's. And now Shea Langoliers, who grounded short his first time up, dropping his career average against the Mets below 500. It's a secret.
Counts on 1.
Shea Langoliers, who was named after the Mets on the ballpark, would say
His dad, Steve, and Annie, he grew up in Texas, went to Baylor, were Mets fans. I don't know.
Hit.
on the ground through the whole base hit.
That's a base hit.
Soderstrom throws it at second. So the right side wide open. Langoliers goes that way, and now he's hitting 500 against the Mets again.
1 out, runners on first and second.
17 for 34.
You know, there's certain players we don't see that often. And every time the Mets play, consistent with his 500 average, Shea Langoliers just
Sanger on the mound.
Where you think, here's a guy that's a kind of a really good player that no one talks about.
Thank goodness the Braves traded him.
Yeah, right.
You'd be seeing him a lot more often. It was part of the Matt Olson deal. Matt Olson went to the Braves. Langoliers in the lineup today is the DH. After catching last night. And so 3 hits in the inning now for the A's. And Miguel Andujar comes up. He hit a bullet to center field that Taylor caught his first time up. Andujar hit the ball hard in the line last night as well.
Andujar has been their best hitter with runners on base and runners in scoring position so far this year.
5 for 10 with runners in scoring position. And he takes the slider on the the outside corner for a strike. Nothing.
Strike counts are on 1.
So there's Langoliers' numbers against the Mets. Maybe to change his name to City. Slider, this is down. Ball strike.
That's down. Counts 1-1.
For the base hit by Soderstrom, Peterson had not given up a hit with a runner in scoring position yet this year. They've been 0 for 9 against him. Now 1 for 10.
Hit. Foul. Counts 1-2.
Now, one of the keys when you're facing Andujar is that he loves to swing the bat. So once you have 2 strikes on him, we saw it last night, you don't have to throw him a strike anymore. He will swing.
Wow, keep it at 1-2.
Straight sliders for Peterson. We're not Jose Siri, who was removed from today's game with what they're calling a left shin contusion.
Left shin contusion is the reason why Siri left today.
Siri had to be dumped out of the dugout in the golf cart and then taken away.
Hit. That's another hit.
Soderstrom got a late start. He'll be held at third. And the A's have the bases loaded.
Bases loaded, 1 out.
Now in the inning.
Does Hefner want to come to the mound?
Well, here's a swing. You talked about it's just too good of a pitch on Andujar. You want to not throw a strike to him once you get ahead. But you got to credit Mike Aldrete and his hitting staff for the athletics and these young hitters. This inning, they've taken a different approach. Base hits to center field, base hits the other way as they're trying to counter Peterson's pitches.
Second time around the batting order. And a lot of runners for Peterson.
Hit. Oh my God. Get the out at first. Runner scores 2-0 A's.
He was thinking
2 outs, men on second and third.
But once his foot came out from under, there was no chance.
Not looking good here for Peterson.
And Soderstrom comes home with the second run of the inning.
You know, it was the right play all the way to just take one. The reason I say that is J.J. Boudet runs well. There's no way you're going to double him up anyway. And we saw at City Field, they made a mistake of throwing at the second and made a big inning. Good play.
So now a big out to get from Peterson. 2 runs home in the inning. Second and third with 2 down. And Luis Urias the batter.
Urias, 1 for 1.
It went through Vientos for a base.
Ball counts 1-0.
First time up, and they got picked off first base. So this is a big, big out for Peterson to keep 2-0 from becoming 4-0. And curveball drops in for a strike and it's 1-1.
Strike counts 1-1.
Peterson sailed through the order first time through. About to throw his 20th pitch of this inning, working his second time through the batting order.
You know, Gary, Peterson was so strike heavy early. I was throwing anything he wanted.
Counts 2-1.
Strikes on. But it's a young team. And when you have a young team, you get ahead. You have to mix in pitches off the plate. They'll swing out.
And a fastball on the outside corner.
Fastball, counts 2-2.
Langoliers in third and Duhar in second with 2 down. 2-2.
Up and away, ball.
Max Muncy, the second baseman, number 8, would be next.
Max Muncy on deck.
Three-two. And Urias slashes one foul instead of
I think a catcher's interference, Gary.
Catcher's interference.
Sanger getting a piece of Urias' bat, and that will send Urias to first base.
And the bases are loaded again with 2 outs. Hefner to the mound.
So it's catcher's interference, no at bats, and B2.
This is one of those cases.
B2.
where I don't think Singer went out unduly to catch that ball. Urias was fooled by the pitch, so his late swing caused the contact, but in the books and the way it reads, catcher's interference.
Everybody on the mound.
You know, we had the same problem with Alvarez, right, a couple of years ago or last year, where he was trying to sit so up and in, but close to the hitter, that it caused a lot of catcher's interference. I'm sure Singer's been taught the same. So it's terrible. First last year, his hand. So now Muncy popped up his first time up. Langoliers at third and Duhar at second. Urias at first with 2 down. And the first pitch curveball.
Curveball, strike, counts 0-1. Max Muncy 0 for 1, pop out in the third. That's 4. 1 home run on the season, 4 RBIs.
So it takes fastball away, ball strike.
Fastball away, counts 1-1.
As it gets the usage so far,
The slider is done. He's accustomed to.
Went around.
Curveball gets a swing.
Curveball counts 1 and 2.
That's the pitch I would like to see more from Peterson. He can go back foot with that curveball or slider.
This is not an unusual occurrence for Peterson. Last year, first time through the order, they hit 199 against him. Second time, 283. 1-2 coming.
Garrett.
Back for the slider with this with it.
Counts 2 and 2.
It began with Jacob Wilson bouncing his over pass to Lonzo. Slaughter stripped over the run. Langoliers and Duhar with hits. RBI ground out and a catcher's interference to reload the bases. 2-2 coming. And Muncy hits it on the ground.
Get the out at second. Out at second. All right. We're going to the fifth. 2-0 A's.
And gets Peterson in the fourth. It's 2-0 A's going to the fifth.
Honda Sports Night on SNY.
Hello, welcome to Honda Sports Night.
Up to the minute news.
We start with the very latest with Juan Soto.
On all your New York teams.
Well, it was a big win for the Rangers.
All night, every night, starting at 11 p.m. only on SNY.
It's New York Sports here.
Join the Scott for the purpose. Take the test.
You're thinking about joining the Department of Correction. Join.
I truly believe that I should have made this decision 10 years ago.
Do something that's both challenging and rewarding. If I can make a difference in somebody's life, then I think I've done my part.
It's high paying, it's a career, not a job, and I serve with a purpose.
Scan the QR code now. Registration ends in 2 weeks. Do it.
We were born on the battlefield and answered the call when America needed us most. From the original Freedom Machine came the original SUV, and we built every Wrangler and Gladiator right here in Toledo. The Grand Cherokee and Grand Wagoneer, built right here in Michigan. We've always stood for American freedom. Now with our Freedom of Choice pricing program, you can choose your offer. Cash incentives or employee pricing for all. Jeep, America's most patriotic brand. Then, now, forever.
Lily's Baked Goods has been a staple in the community for over 36 years. What makes Lily special is the fact that we make everything by hand. We offer handmade rugelach.
I put my little twist on it, on everything we make.
I feel that M&T has adapted to the ebb and flow of our business. We are currently looking to open our second location, and M&T has been very helpful to us in that process. We've been in business for a long time, but we're just really grateful that we did get here, and we're looking forward to the future.
Connor and Joe discuss potential future scenarios for upgrading second base on the latest episode of the Mets Pod, presented by Tri-State Cadillac. Subscribe and listen wherever you get your podcasts. Mets down 2-0 as they come to bat in the fifth against JT Ginn, former Mets farmhand, who was held in check for the first four. Hayden Singer up for the second time, rounded out his first time up, and takes a strike from Ginn. Singer, then Francisco Lindor, and Juan Soto at the top of the order. It's had chances in every inning against Ginn, but they've already left 5 on base and have gone for 3 with runners in scoring position. And again, it's got a lot of swinging strikes with that Singer.
It's as good
Counts
a
0-2 for Sanger.
fastball that I've seen from a young pitcher in quite some time.
Last year, he made 6 starts for the A's down the stretch of the year after making his big league debut in August. And making his first start of this season, and it's been really good. Sanger lines one in left field for a base hit.
Leadoff single
So
for Sanger.
Continues to hold his own at the plate. And the Mets have a leadoff base runner in the 5th.
When the ball doesn't sink, it becomes a line drive to left field. Nice hitting by Sanger. Stayed right in there and got out and got to that sinker before he had a chance to really bottom out. Well, I hate to saddle in with this tongue. But the sinker, when it's good, reminds me of Brandon Betts from the glass.
That's about as high praise you can give. Francisco Lindor, for the 3rd time, has reached on an error and walked. Takes that sinker out of the strike zone to ball 1. And to me, the guys who've had the best sinkers in the last 30 years, Kevin Brown.
Counts 1-0 for Lindor.
Hard sinker. Just had tremendous right to left arm side
movement. And then they had a little breaking ball to go with it. Brown, of course, was. He's one of the top of the food chain pitchers that no one ever talks about.
Counts 2-0.
Yes.
Like Dwell Alexander.
Yes.
2-0 to Lindor.
Foul. Counts 2-1.
Kevin Brown also, like Webb, both physical specimens, big, strong.
Sanger at first with nobody out. 2-1 to Lindor with Soto on deck. San Francisco fouls off the breaking ball. 2-2. Well, those are the overall minor league numbers for JT Ginn since the Mets drafted him.
Counts 2-2.
Didn't pitch that year because, well, it was a pandemic and he had Tommy John surgery. So this year, 2 starts in the minors, 1.04 ERA, and a lot of strikeouts. Up and in, and a full count to Lindor.
Full count. That was up and in.
And just 5 of the last 10 batters that Ginn has gone to a full count. Able to handle the righties with the sinker. What's his out pitch here? Sanger at first with nobody out. Not going. And
Sloppy hit.
One past the mound, right at the bag. Wilson the step and throw.
Error at first.
It stays in play, and Lindor is safe at first.
1 out. Lindor on first.
6 unassisted on the fielder's choice, and Lindor replaces Sanger at first base.
Just a young mistake there by Wilson. He rushed that play. No need to rush it. He had plenty of time. I know it wasn't hit that hard, but he's right at the base. All he had to do is take his time and make an accurate throw.
Silverstone, an inexperienced first baseman with no chance.
It's not hitting the face.
So 1 out and 1 on. Now Soto was into a fielder's choice and walked. There clearly is a book on JT Ginn. The Mets base runners at first base are getting minuscule leads.
Counts 1-0.
2 against Ginn during his big league stint last year.
Hit.
On the right side, past Soderstrom, but grabbed by Muncy, taking
Soto out.
himself for the 4 unassisted putout as Lindor moves to second.
You don't see that very often in your scorebook.
Lindor on second with 2 outs.
Dan Soderstrom with the dive. Then Muncy just picks it clean, makes it look easy.
So another chance for the Mets with 2 outs and a runner in scoring position.
Pete Alonso 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts. One in the first, the other in the third. 4 home runs on the season, 18 RBI.
After long at bats, 7 pitches in the first inning, 10 pitches in the third. See how Pete adjusts third time around. Lindor at second and 2 down. Lays off the single for ball 1.
You know, when you're thinking right, I think Pete's on top of it.
Counts 1-0.
Despite the 2 strikeouts. You would love to hit a 2-run home run tie, right? But you're looking for a base hit. Just get it started. Get a run on the board.
He's been getting his base hits.
Foul. Counts 1-1.
He's got 10 extra base hits, which is a lot for this time of the year. He also has 7 singles. When he first came up in 2019, he was as much a hitter as he was a home run hitter. A little enamored with the home run. Batting average fell off. And now, came into the day hitting .378, best in the league.
Broken bat hit. He's going to be out, I think. Yeah, he's out at first.
To end the inning. Shattered back grounder. Again, gets around another base run. Halfway through, 2-0 game.
Dear Triathlon, let's splash through rushing rivers, take on iconic trails, and race straight to the top. What's the point of winning if you can't kick back and enjoy the view? Yours, Toyota SUVs.
Right now, you can lease RAV4, the #1 selling vehicle in America, for just $329 a month. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Who's Alex? Hey, pal. You know who's,
See, Dad? Happy birthday, Alex. That's so sweet. You remembered.
It's all about connecting with seamless connectivity from Spectrum.
Well, he might have burnished his reputation as a Yankee, but Reggie Jackson made his reputation as an Oakland Athletic. Led to 3 straight World Series titles in the early 70s at that incredible All-Star Game home run against Doc Ellis at Tiger Stadium. There he is with ace owner Charlie Finley, celebrating their first of 3 World Series championships in '72. 5-time World Series champ, Mr. October. Well-earned nickname. All right, Reggie, let's check in with Steve.
Gary, before he was Mr. October, Reggie Jackson had a pretty unforgettable moment with the A's in September. The year was 1970. The previous season in 1969, Reggie Jackson had a huge year, 47 home runs, led the league in slugging, and he wanted to get paid like a superstar. But, said Charlie Finley, who showed that picture of the two of them together, the owner did not want to pay Reggie Jackson, and it led to a pretty public feud in 1970. Reggie held out for most of spring training, had a bad start to the season, and Charlie Finley then got him benched, tried to send him down to the minors. Ultimately, it all came to a head on September 5th in 1970. Reggie Jackson had been benched by Finley for 6 straight games. Came into the game as a pinch hitter in the 8th inning.
Ball counts 1-0.
First pitch, grand slam, and as he crossed home plate, he looked up at the owner, Charlie Finley, flipped him the bird, and then said some choice words that I can't say here on live TV. After the game, Reggie Jackson said he would not apologize. Eventually, he did apologize to Charlie Finley, and for me, the most amazing part of all this is that he played 5 seasons with Oakland, won an MVP, and 3 World Series titles.
Counts 1 and 2.
From flipping off the owner, but Reggie Jackson could do things a lot of people could not do.
Come on, Steve, you can say it. You can say anything once.
Yeah, that one, I'm not going to push it. I'm not Reggie Jackson.
Reginald Martinez Jackson.
Part of that is on Reggie. Part of that is all about Charlie Finley, who created half.
Struck him out. 1 away.
Strikes out Johnny Parada to start the bottom of the
it's, we see so much love between the players and Steve Cohen and his family that some people don't understand or don't know the history of the game and the contentiousness.
Jacob Wilson, 1 for 2.
Owner and player.
Foul. Counts on 1.
The vitriol between a player and an owner was just on high alert.
In those days, the reserve clause was still in effect, which meant that the owners completely dictated players' salary. Players had no free agency, no organization.
Foul and back, counts on 2.
I mean, you can't see their earnings other than holding out.
Right.
So the owners had all the upper hand. And
they used it.
They did. And Charlie Finley was notoriously penurious. And
hit right field. Soto out. 2 outs.
And so there were a lot of hard feelings in that A's organization, not just between Finley and the players, but also his manager, Dick Williams, who managed his World Series championship teams in 72 and 73. And then couldn't stand it anymore.
It was so bad he had to leave.
Right.
After 2 championships.
Right. Alvin Dark took over and managed the World Series championship in 74. With Brett Rooker takes up away. All of the swinging A's.
Ball counts 1 and 0.
Fractious A's as well. Sal Bando was a typical lead of the Titanic. I mean, that says it all.
One note on Reggie. When he was in Oakland A, everyone remembers him as the home run hitter, the strikeouts.
1-1 count for Rooker.
Everything. He was the 5-2 player.
Yeah,
he could fly.
Yeah.
He could field. He could throw.
That was off the bag and down the line off the bat of Rooker.
Ah, damn it.
Get 2 bases out of this. Vientos was playing the line, and it looked
Vientos was playing the line.
Field that ball. It might have been a play on Rooker, but then hit the bag.
Man on second, 2 outs.
Vientos is right there. He's going to backhand it.
I think Vientos should go down to
And he
AAA.
goes to get it, and off the bag, and a double for Rooker.
Peterson was looking for a bounce-back inning. Got the first 2 with ease. But now Rooker uses a pin cushion to pick up his first double of the year. And now Tyler Soderstrom will try and get him in. Soderstrom drove the first run for Oakland with a base hit up the middle. And he foul tips that one into the bin.
Foul tip counts on 1.
Sanger, 0-1.
Foul counts 0-2.
The ground and a good sinker by Peterson. It's 0-2. Tyler Soderstrom is 23 years old. Came up as a catcher. Played 61 games for the A's last year. He was in at first base, and he's got off to a fantastic start. coming. Slide away, 1-2.
So Soderstrom, the catcher, like Kyle Schwarber, was the catcher on his
counts 1 and 2.
Ended up playing other positions and now full-time DH.
But almost still got him as a catcher.
There you go.
Got him. Caught him looking. 3 outs. We're going to the 6th. 2-0 A's. They'll leave 1 string.
Something about the way we're working just isn't working. When you're caught up in complex pay requirements, or distracted by scheduling staff in multiple time zones, or thinking about the complexity of working in Monterey while based in Montreal, you're not doing the work you're meant to do. But with HR, pay, time, talent, and analytics all in one global people platform, you can do the work you're meant to do.
This just in. Same game parlay from Bet365 just keeps getting better.
That's correct. It's now even easier to create your own unique bet. You could choose any market, like hits, money line, totals, home runs. With a same game parlay, the choice is truly yours.
Download the app and see why it's never ordinary at Bet365.
Imagine this is your
adorable family. You want to switch to T-Mobile, but you feel stuck paying off your old phone, so don't be sad, little Kevin. Switch your family to T-Mobile, and they'll help pay off those old phones. Noodles! And you'll get 4 new iPhone 16s on there. I'm aware we're using puppies to tell you about T-Mobile's amazing deals, but the other guys are making you pay more. I don't think they have any puppies.
T-Mobile's Family Freedom, our lowest cost to switch, our biggest family savings. We'll give you new iPhone 16s on us, plus get 4 lines, $25 a month.
Shameless.
Making my way downtown, walking fast, faces passing homebound. I need you.
Right now at the Home Depot, shop Spring Black Friday savings on Samsung appliances. Like the all-in-one washer dryer with super speed from Samsung. Ranked #1 in customer satisfaction.
That was easy.
Get free delivery now at the Home Depot.
6th inning, Brandon Nimo leads off against JT Ginn, who shut the Mets out for the first 5. And Nimo takes high from Ginn for ball 1. Brandon has popped up and grounded out 0 for 2. Mets no runs, 3 hits. The A's 2 runs and 6 hits. And the A's had a thought that JT Ginn might be a little fired up to face the team that traded him away. And right. Good low and in cutter. Ball is strike to Nimo. JT Ginn out of Mississippi State.
Counts 1-1.
Balls and strike to Nimo with Marte and Vientos to follow.
Pearson battling. He's trying. We need to get him some runs, though. Counts 2-1 for Nimo. Nimo 0 for 2 on the day.
That Ronnie threw a complete game shutout in the home opener against the Expos. It was 1988.
Yeah.
Nimo cranked one up. Going. Forget about it. It's finally rampage time, folks. Brendan Nimo gets the Mets on the board. Cut the lead to 1 for the A's. Brendan Nimo home run. 379 feet, 107.7 exit velocity. 2-1.
And first, you'll see the grip coming out of the hand. That's the little slider that he throws to Nimo. It just hangs right in the middle of the plate. When you throw those hanging sliders, it's like they sit on a tee, waiting for the hitter to send it over the fence.
Are they okay out there? Like that guy was trying to protect somebody getting smoked.
Counts 0-1 for Marte.
You relax out there on the berm, but sometimes the ball will find you. Starling Marte has grounded out and struck out 0 for 2, so the Mets finally get to Ginn with the long ball.
Swing and a miss, counts 0-2.
Cutter, and it's 0-2.
Look at the sign angle here. See how he sits, hands back, and then fires. Fires that backside. And that ball was home run the instant he came off the bat.
To Marte.
Here's the 0-2 to Marte. Hit. Foul. Third base side. Keep it 0-2.
TJ McFarland now the lone lefty in that Oakland bullpen. Did it again.
It's all right. It's only like 3 times in 2 days. It's awesome.
Do we have like an Oakland jar?
Last time we had a jar.
The jar disappeared.
It did.
That was the Shea jar, right?
Clock violation against the A's?
That fines every time we called it Shea. That's right. Then somebody absconded. We're going to have a party. 20 years later, no
counts
party.
1-2.
Only Marte. That's right. No Marte. 1-2 coming to Starlight.
Ball
You
outside.
were going to mention Mr. Perdomo, weren't you?
Right. Angel Perdomo was the other lefty pitched last night who got sent down when JT Ginn was activated today. So that left McFarland as the lefty. And he's up. Spanky. 2-2 coming. And a sinker misses.
Sinker inside. Full count.
Another 0-2 to 3-2 at bat. That's plenty of those.
Mark Vientos on
already.
deck. He's 1 for 2.
Getting up to 88 pitches. pitches. He threw 82 in his last minor league start. That's his high water mark for the year. And Marte goes down swinging.
1 out.
Nicely done by Ginn to mix it up and throw the slider and get his 5th strike in. It looks like might be the end of the day.
Are they getting called to the bullpen? Yeah.
So Ginn throws 89 pitches over 5 1/3 in his first start of the year.
That's it for Ginn.
He does it against his old ball club, and he leads in the lead. Over the bullpen brought to you by Nissan. Shop NissanUSA.com.
Driving the Nissan Rogue with Google built-in is like the perfect assist.
Hey Google, add basketball hoop to the shopping list.
See why it's been named the Consumer Guide Best Buy for 11 years in a row. Drive the award-winning Nissan Rogue today.
Now get a low $249 per month lease on Rogue, or get up to $27.50 total savings on Rogue rock-free. Need to install new windows and doors? Don't wait. Spring into savings with Windorama. We'll even bring the showroom to you when you install with us. Choose from top brands like Anderson Windows and Doors. It's easy. Just schedule a consultation, shop from home, we'll measure, and even handle installation in just 14 days. Now through April 15th, get $2,000 off your installation project. Call today to book your free in-home consultation and installation with Windorama.
If you struggle and struggle and struggle with CPAP, you should check out Inspire. No mask, no hose, just sleep. Learn more and do important safety information at inspiresleep.com.
Still in commercial.
Nothing scary about Energizer Ultimate Lithium, the #1 longest lasting AA battery. First, we dropped in to tackle any job. Then we built the first muscle truck. Then added the legendary Hemi engine. Ram has redefined what a truck can do. Built from the ground up in America. Investing billions more to build what's next. Ram has always powered American freedom. Now with our Freedom of Choice pricing program, visit your local dealer to choose your offer. Cash incentives or employee pricing for all. Because nothing stops America and nothing stops Ram.
Rookie right-hander Justin Sterner.
On the mound, 7 games, ERA allowed, 0.
Vientos, who singled and grounded out. And it takes the first cutter high for ball 1.
Last year appeared in a few games for Tampa Bay. Spent most of the year in Durham AAA. Waived, and the A's picked him up on waivers.
Now it is 3rd different organization, and Vientos
Pop up here for Vientos.
Muncy tracking it on the outfield grass.
Out.
Uses 2 hands to make sure 2 out. Let's check out the road ahead. Your radio home for the Mets is 880 AM and streaming on the free Odyssey app. Day game tomorrow on Picks. Then we go to Minneapolis. Night games Monday, Tuesday. Day game Wednesday. Then home to play 4 with the Cardinals and 3 with the Phillies. Played each other today. The Phillies winning 1 after the Cardinals shut out the Phillies last night. There's Brett Beatty with a base hit in the left center his last time up, and he takes a big ripping fastball. 0-1.
Counts 0-1 for Brett Beatty.
And Beatty was able to attack the first pitch and get a base hit his last time. Tried the same approach this time. Hard swing and cutter. It's 0-2. It's nice to see Beatty.
Counts 0-2.
Impressive.
A little more conviction, right?
Justin Sterner out of Brigham Young, non-drafted free agent, 28 years old. His 3rd organization, Miami, Tampa Bay, and now Oakland. Off to a fast start this year.
Hasn't given up a run in 2 months. He gave up nothing in spring training and nothing so far early this year.
Tries the slider and it's down. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Brandon Nimo with a leadoff home run here in the 6th to get the Mets on the board. 4 home runs in the first 14 games for Brandon. Last year he didn't hit his 4th home run until the 34th game of the year. And Beatty goes down swinging on the fastball, and Sterner gets a couple of outs in the sixth behind JT again.
And that's it for that.
Down 2-1
Sorry, I was reading something about Donkey Kong.
Taking a stand for investors. Everyone says it. Vanguard doesn't. Announcing Vanguard's largest expense ratio cut ever, which includes nearly half of our fixed income and equity funds. Learn more at Vanguard.com.
If you live on Long Island, you know where 112 is.
At Chevrolet 112, it's always about your experience.
So Long Island, let's drive together. At Chevrolet 112, we promise to give you the best possible experience. Together, let's drive.
Long Island is more exciting than ever at Jake's 58 Casino Hotel. Your spring egg venture begins with us, and your chance to win a share of $50,000 during our egg hunt drawing event. Be here on Friday, April 4th and 18th between 3 p.m. and 7 p.m. 2 winners will be drawn every hour to pick an egg for a cash prize up to $5,000. 1 point earned equals 1 entry starting at 12:30 p.m. Club members can earn up to 5 times entry multipliers. Come to where Long Island wins at Jake's 58 Casino Hotel.
Are you single and tired of the dating scene? Are you sick of internet dating sites because you know it? One matchmaking service for over 20 years and have thousands of success stories. Today, for your free consultation at 516-444-2861. And meet with me personally.
If you live on Long Island, you know where 112 is.
At Chevrolet 112, it's always about your experience.
So Long Island, let's drive together. At Chevrolet 112, we promise to give you the best possible experience. Together, let's drive.
Experience baseball and luxury at City View. VIP parking entrances, first-class amenities from your cycles, with great food, wine experience. Book your seat.
Home sixth inning, Shea Langoliers takes the first pitch curveball for a strike from David Peterson.
Langoliers takes a strike from Peterson, counts 0-1.
A's 2-run fourth inning. He punched 4 hits in that inning against Peterson. Otherwise, has been terrific today. In between innings, the bench crew heading out toward the batting cage in left center. Nice to see Jesse Winker ambulatory. He's really been struggling with his health the last couple of days. He'll be feeling better. Might be available to pitch in later.
Hit.
Curveball on the ground.
Curveball, Lindor to Alonso out.
Throw handled by Alonso, 1 out. We've entered the 4th inning, and this is Peterson's 1-run back.
Well, it started with leadoff hitter Wilson, who took the ball down the line for a double. But their approach in that inning was much better as far as going up the middle. They were trying to pull Peterson early. It wasn't working out. That's Langoliers with a hit, and then Andujar with a hit up the middle. So up the middle, the other way as they changed their approach. Extreme for the Athletics.
Andujar takes a single for a strike. Andujar's hit the ball hard twice, lined out to center of the second, then had that base hit at the 4th. And Andujar chasing a changeup.
Counts 0-2.
Andujar had that big season with 47 doubles as the third baseman for the Yankees. I think the next year he was replaced by Gio Urshela. Injuries have been part of his profile.
Well, they were playing at third base, and then they tried to move to the outfield. It worked so well, so he's bouncing around a little since then.
He's an offensive player first.
Sorry, counts 1-2.
J.J. Bleday waits on deck. And Andujar hits one softly past Peterson. Tough play for Beatty. Makes the transfer and gets the
Wow,
out.
Beatty got that play to first just in time. 2 outs.
Flipping that ball, but realized it was too far away and made the transfer and got Andujar 2 down.
Yeah, that was good late decision making there by Beatty. He's made a couple of fine plays in this ball game. And a good decision as well.
So Peterson with a chance for a 1-2-3 inning. It's been rare for a Met starter to get through 6 this year. And Bleday takes a curveball for a strike, and David's made very good use of that curveball this second and third time around the batting order. Which is only thrown 10% of the time this year, but it seems like he's more today.
Count 0-2.
The Mets coming into this game through 13, their starters have thrown 64 2/3. That's less than 5 innings to start. That's not sustainable.
The Marlins have thrown fewer starter innings than the Mets in the National League.
Here's the 0-2 to Blade. Hit. Finds the hole. God dang. Man on first for the A's.
First base is Soto gets it in. Peterson's holding 1-2-3-6 goes by for it.
Well, he had just gotten a call on the inside corner, tried to go back in there, but didn't get it in there today. Nice hitting 0-2. Short stroke.
Back to your point about starters innings. No man pitcher is throwing no man starters throwing a pitch in the 7th inning yet this year.
Looks like Jose Buto is warming up.
I mean, every once in a while you need
Foul for Urias. Counts 0-1.
Listen, there's 1,450 innings about.
Single reached on interference. 1 home run in the season, 2 RBIs.
Bullpen has to pitch 650 innings. That's just not sustainable.
Luis Urias is singled and reached on Cactus interference. That pulled by Peterson has already picked one runner off, tries for a second and spikes it. And Alonso did well to keep that ball from sailing into foul territory.
I'll tell you, Pete, whether it's scooping it from his infielders or saving his pitchers from an error, he just has gotten so good at scooping that baseball. That's his forte.
You mentioned Peterson's use of his curveball, 10% of the season, 18% today, so he's nearly doubled.
I saw that coming, Joseph. Counts 0-1. Counts 0-2.
Final game of the series tomorrow. Konai Senga for the Mets and Luis Severino will be on the mound for the A's. Severino signing a 3-year deal with Oakland after his wonderful year for the Mets last season. It's nice to see Sevy before the game today. Smiles. There goes Godet. The pitch outside. Singers throws.
Blade a second, out. Tried to steal second, got overzealous. We're going to the 7th. 2-1 A's.
Singer with a perfect strike to get Godet and end the inning.
I'll walk away and come back, and the Mets have an out, and Jesse Winker's in.
He's been battling an intestinal ball.
What up, Steven?
That's the back game Monday against Miami. Takes a fastball outside.
Fastball outside, counts 1-0.
Must be hard to pick up Sterner. With that closed stance, really throws across his body.
The extreme third base side of the rubber.
Foul, counts 1-1.
That front foot even further toward third base than the rubber foot.
And then he short arms it. You know, Gary, when you're pointing out both Torrens and Winker running out to center field, it really indicates how far ahead of the game you have to be as a manager. Sent out there 20 minutes ago to get ready for this at-bat here.
But it really just, baseball players are creatures of habit and work in certain rhythms, and it certainly upsets the rhythm. But look at it this way: the Mets
Down back, counts 1-2.
The A's have to do with 81 days.
There's the ballparks are so beautiful now that there's a sense of kind of entitlement on what your expectation levels are. But all of these guys have played minor leagues. They know what it's like.
This is down 2-2 to Winker with Francisco.
Counts 2-2.
JT Ginn, 5 in the third innings, 1 run, 4 hits, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts, gave up the Nimo home run and nothing else.
2-2 count.
And he is on the long end of the 2-1 score as we play in the 7th. Jesse works the count for him.
Spend a lot of time in the minor leagues, but I'll tell you, this would be a prime park to play. Premier. You're very happy to play here.
It made some upgrades, and it certainly is useful. Breaking ball hit on the ground down.
Someone's going to cover first. Damn, Winker's out.
Retire Winker, 2 down.
2 outs.
So Sterner's face forward, retire the ball. Expect high-speed hitting. Miguel Andujar's line out to center field. The hardest hit ball of the game. So here's Lindor.
Lindor 0 for 2. Reached on error. Has a walk. Has 1 home run on the season.
0 for 2.
Had the error in the first.
Eight-game hitting streak that got snapped in the game last night.
208 batting average for Lindor. Saying something to the umpire.
7 runs and 9 hits last night.
Ball inside and low, counts 1-0.
Starters now 7 2/3 innings this year. It's not a lot of run. Still a rookie after getting just a brief taste with the Rays last year. Fouls off the fastball.
Counts 1-1.
Funny that the only other low-scoring game in this ballpark since the A's opened it up was another day game against the Padres that ended up 2-1. Currently the score we have now.
Counts 2-1.
Stays outside 2-1. Retired number for Ricky Henderson. I think that was there last night.
I don't think so. I didn't see it.
Catching up. A lot of work to do. Get ready.
Counts 3-1. Fastball missed.
And a lot of times, those are just honest mistakes that are overlooked, and someone brings it up and they get it done. So, good for them.
Like in Pittsburgh.
That's a whole different
thing. 3-1 coming. And a late swing and a high fastball. It's 3-2.
Swing and a miss. Full count.
Well, he's got all the pitches. He's got the high cheese that he can throw by the hitters. He's got a nice backdoor breaking ball that he's used a lot. You might see it here.
Get another full count. 3-2. And he fouls out that cutter. The Mets had 11 full counts against Oakland pitchers last night. They've already had 8 in this game. That's 19 full counts in 16 innings.
Cool. Now, Lindor has fouled one off his leg as well.
Two out of nobody on. Soto would be next. And Lindor flies one out to shallow left center. Angling in his end.
Left center out.
He's got it.
Damn it, Lindor. We're going to the 7th inning stretch. 2-1 A's.
Top of the 7th stretch time. 2-1 A's.
Studies show reading together helps create lifelong attachments.
Good night, Gorilla.
Good night, Camel.
And goodbye, boss. It's out of here.
Real New York sports fans are raised on SNY.
Get your New York sports here.
King quality, king quality.
Experience peace of mind for a lifetime with King Quality.
Welcome to the all-new Mazda 112.
It's all about your experience today and tomorrow.
Mazda 112 is your route to the premium Mazda experience with the messenger name you have trusted for over 50 years.
At Mazda 112,
It's all about the experience. Mazda 112. Route 112 in Medford. Or online at Mazda112.com.
It's morning. Time to make the coffee, the sale, the big leap. No matter what you're doing, do it with Optimum Business Essentials. Let's improve some sales. Drive that inventory data. Do it safely with our reliable, secure internet. Network interruptions? No, you have business connection backup. Get it all starting at $90 a month. Now, take a deep breath. You've earned it. And you're ready to do it all again tomorrow. Optimum Business. Call or visit us online today.
King Quality. King Quality. Experience peace of mind for a lifetime with King Quality.
New York Mets baseball on SNY is brought to you by Northwell. They're rewriting history by giving women the care they deserve. Northwell, raise health. The New York Lottery, get out there and play. And by Nissan, the Nissan they make furnace the thrill. Experience the thrill for yourself. Shop NissanUSA.com. Jose Bouton comes on to pitch for the Mets at the bottom of the 7th. Luis Urias pops the first pitch up behind the plate and out of play.
There's the numbers, Nissan numbers for Bouton so far this season. One thing I think that he's had to deal with Luis Torrens, of course, and the catch single was hit for.
Another pop up. This one
Pop up counts 0-2.
Back to the screen, but no, first throw. Very close to the field.
I was just saying that for Bouton, you'd like to see just a little better command, less walks.
Like he's been throwing a slide a little too much. But he was really good his last time out against Miami. He went 2 scoreless, just an infield hit and a walk in the 2 innings. Facing the lower third of the order.
Counts 0-2. That's Bouton on the mound, by the way.
Good outing for David Peterson, just not good enough today to get himself a win. 6 innings, 2 runs, 7 hits.
1-2 count for Urias. 1-for-1 single reached on interference.
Struck out 5.
Yeah, strong effort. Mets might have some guys down in the bullpen today, so some other guys are going to have to get
2-2 count.
that
That
keep
is.
the Mets close.
Certainly, you don't expect to see Diaz after 50 pitches over the last 3 days.
Got him. Half swing fastball. One down.
For the first out of the home 7.
I don't know if you've done a game in recent history. This is from the side of more right-handed fastballs running in and sinking on right-handed hitters and funny swings.
So one out, here's Max Muncy, who's popped up.
Max Muncy 0-for-2.
So it starts him off up and away. That's a strike. Nothing at 1.
Counts 0-1.
Muncy, 1 for 6 in this series. If you were not with us last night, I mean,
Counts 1-1.
not being with us, I mean, the game went to 11.
Tyler Ferguson, right-handed pitcher, warming up in the bullpen of the A's.
This Max Muncy is not related to the Dodgers' Max Muncy. No relation.
Fouling back, counts 1 and 2.
Fact, as odd as it might be, that both Max Muncys were born on August 25th.
It's remarkable.
Just 12 years apart.
Crazy.
That Max Muncy was originally signed by Oakland. This Max Muncy signed by Oakland. 1-2 coming. Slider fouled off.
This Max Muncy from Camarillo, outside of Los Angeles. The other Max Muncy plays third base for the Dodgers.
Muto ahead in the count 1-2. That's a throw down the left field line toward the corner.
Damn! Left field corner hit.
Muncey's going to hold at first base.
Well, Mets keep him on first with 1 out. So I guess.
Hard and nearly put a hole in the Circus Sports sign, and Nimo played the carom perfectly to hold it to a single.
Held it to a single, all right.
This kid's going to be a good player. You just don't come up with 111 last night and 113. Like you said, right off the wall and carrying right back to Nimo. And he was hustling right out of the box, so it wasn't like he was lollygagging.
You know, most teams take liberties in that spot against Nimo, but I think that was probably the right call on Muncey's part to throw out the anchor. Johnny
Pareda swinging a miss, fastball, counts on 1. He's 0 for 2, ground out, strikeout, nothing else to report. He's 1 for 9.
He's not as strong as some others.
This season.
Nimo wisely did not try to airmail that to second base. He got it to Lindor, who was all ready to make the quick relay if necessary.
One of the greatest players to ever play, Barry Bonds, did not have a great arm, but he used to retrieve balls, get him in as quick as he could, and what would happen to the base runner, they'd make the turn at first, and they'd see
1-1 count.
Already coming in, which would stop them in their tracks.
Should have been a little more shallow one. That's pulled past the
Oh my God. That might bring in a run. Yeah, he's going home. Safe. 3-1 A's. Christ, man.
Hard hit balls against Jose Buto from the 8 and 9 hitters, and the A's had a run.
Another one, middle, running in on Pareda. He's had a good day. He's hit some balls hard. And finally rewarded for one. Nimo was shading him in left center. That's why it took him forever to get to the ball. And Muncy hustling all the way, scores the third run.
Martin's the third base coach.
Strike counts on 1. That's Wilson up at bat. He's 1 for 3.
Relay man Lindor, but it came to Baby, who made a strong throw, but just too late.
Maybe if it didn't Lindor, they might have had a shot, though.
Jacob Wilson
Popped up.
one up.
Lindor tracking it. Got it.
Angles his body
2
to get the
outs.
sun out of his eyes, and then makes the catch for the second out. So 2 out, Pareda still at second, not Brett Rooker.
Brent Rooker, 1 for 3. Has a double in the 5th.
Player of the lineup. Rooker had a dump off the third base bag his last time up. Second extra base hit of the series at a triple last night. He swings and misses.
Swing and a miss. Slider, counts on 1.
You see David Peterson out of game stretching with the Gatorade bucket or Under Armour bucket, I believe it is now. So you make
Ball
two.
counts 1-1.
This is not kicking it. Maybe kick Giants now down 3-1 in this game. Remember that in the ninth inning, the A's have the hardest throwing relievers in baseball in Mason Miller. Fly ball center.
Oh, no.
Warning
Warning track got the out. Thank God. That was almost a home run. Against the wall there. Jesus Christ, Tito.
A's have run at least 3-1 after 7.
What time is it? Showtime! You know what's surprising?
Subway at 2 a.m.?
Oh, no. The prize is you can win scratch-off games from the New York Lottery.
That is surprising.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Bonkers.
Seriously, that is outrageous.
Nothing surprises a New Yorker like new monthly scratch-off games from the New York Lottery with prizes up to $10 million.
I got another Papa Pairings order. I need 3 medium pepperoni, 2 ordered wings, breadsticks, cheese sticks, brownies.
You called the right place, Sean.
This order is my Everest.
See you at the summit. We're making you Papa Pairings for $6.99 each. Better ingredients, better pizza.
Damn, Rangers got their ass whooped.
This.
What's up, Morales?
Now it is. Now it's not. Now it is. Now it's not. Now it is. Now it's not. Now it is. A Valencia orange makes a blue moon a blue moon, and everything a little brighter.
We're looking ahead to the final day of the NBA regular season and a possible Knicks playoff preview. Join us on Sports Night at 11.
Hall of Famer Dick Williams was honored here tonight into the Padres Hall of Fame. What thing in today's game would drive you nuts? Everything. Well, that's honest. Everything. They don't play the game the way we play. The game is a great game. It's a wonderful game, and I enjoy it. I yell at the TV quite often, but the fundamentals I think are lost. Pitch count, I have no use for pitch count. Quality start, you give up 3 runs in 6 innings. That's a run average of 4.5. None of those things are for the good of the game.
The delightfully refreshing Dick Williams.
Can you imagine being Dick's your manager and you cross him a little bit? Ooh. He's a great manager. He was with the Red Sox in '67 when they had that impossible dream year.
To the World Series here with the A's. That's the World Series with the Padres. Juan Soto leads off. Ferguson as we go to the top of the 8th. Ferguson, the setup man for Mason Miller.
Tyler Ferguson, 7 games, ERA 1.23.
They try to get him in as much as possible. Excellent relief.
Ball outside counts 2-0.
Soto's 0 for 2 in a walk today. 1 for 6 in this series. Alonso and Nimo to follow. The Mets, this is the inning where you need to make something happen. You got the big hitters up. You got Mason Miller.
Strike counts 2-1.
Rick Williams said, I'd rather be known as a winner and a poor loser.
Ball outside.
Slider misses.
Counts 3-1.
Ferguson behind on Soto 3-1.
Alonso on deck, he's 0 for 3.
Alonso is the tying run.
If Juan Soto could get walked, and then Alonso hits a game-time home run.
And ball
Walked
4.
him.
So Soto walks.
What are you doing for dinner?
The 8th inning. Not with Ferguson had in mind. That's the 12th walk now.
So Juan Soto on base, no outs. Here comes Alonso.
There's certain things you just cannot do at this level. Ferguson maybe will get through this inning. But when you have a 2-run lead, you can't walk anybody. I don't care if it's Babe Ruth.
Ferguson is a guy who came out of Vanderbilt and has been through 6 different organizations. It's Alonso.
Ball inside to Alonso. Counts 1-0.
And it wasn't until last year at age
Alonso,
30 that
354 batting average, 4 homers, 18 RBIs, 1,187
This
OP.
year, but not in this inning. He's facing
Next pitch to
as the
Alonso.
tying run. He's 0 for 3 today. And
Strike.
Slider in for a strike. That's 1-1.
He's not a hard thrower. He's slider.
Counts 1-1.
Justin Sterner retired all 5 he faced in relief of JT Ginn.
A little bit low, counts 2-1.
It's 2-1. Brandon Nimo has already homered today, is on deck. Alonso had the big night last night, 3 for 3 and 3 RBIs.
Sure. Yeah, indecision there. Moreno called the pitch. He wasn't happy with it.
Lonzo fouled the fastball. Counts 2-2.
So interesting, Pareto there has been catching this entire game. Notice that they had a lot of success
Nimo on
getting
deck.
out there on the ball in on Alonso. That's the pitch he called there for Ferguson.
Two. He takes the sinker. Full count.
Full count for Alonso. That was a low sinker.
Today, they're 20th in 2 games. Soto at first, nobody out. 3-2 to Alonso. He takes a big rip and comes up empty.
And Alonso goes down swinging, 1 out.
Alonso strikes out for the 3rd time today, 1 down in the 8th.
Damn it, Alonso.
Take that back. Ferguson really let this go. Threw it right by Pete.
So 1 out and 1 on, and now Nimo is towering home run up.
Brendan Nimo, 1 for 3, solo home run, 4 home runs on the
today.
season.
His 2nd in 2 days.
9 RBIs on the season. Fouling back. Cutter counts 0-1. Please subscribe to the channel. Please like the stream when you get a chance. I'm going to try to stream the Mets game again tomorrow. Here's the 0-1 count for Nimo.
Bypass those. Now find themselves down to their last 5 outs. Starting Marte on deck.
Ball outside.
Change up misses away. Ball to strike.
Counts 1-1.
Mason Miller getting ready. It's like there's a possibility they could use him for 4 outs if necessary. Up in the 8th inning. Soto at first and 1 out.
Ball outside, counts 2-1.
Yeah, another single from Ferguson. It was the sweeping breaking ball from Ginn that Nimo hit out of the ballpark, and that's one of the strengths of Ferguson. See if he'll feature that after Nimo took Ginn deep on the same pitch.
In these interleague games where just haven't faced particular hitters or particular pitchers that often, especially a guy like Ferguson is relatively new. That's
popped up. Center field out.
And he runs it down.
2 outs.
Scrambling back to first is Soto. And Burdett has not had a great series in center field, but he had a really nice play there. Got a good jump and the ball slices away from him, and he was able to reach out and grab it.
Great jump, and also the ball at the very end kind of lost its trajectory, so he had to catch it knee level. Real fine catch from Burdett.
2 out. Soto.
Meeting of the minds on the mound.
First, and it's left to Starling Marte.
Scott Emerson.
Starling Marte coming up to bat.
In 2 days now. When his pitcher has gotten through a couple of big hitters in the lineup, he'll come out and give him a blow. It must be something that he feels is important. I think it's important.
Especially if a hard hit ball like that.
Yeah.
So now Ferguson will work on Marte.
Marte 0 for 3 today. Ground out, 2 strikeouts, 1 home run on the season, 6 RBIs on the
Ground out, 2
season.
strikeouts. Soto at first and 2 out. And Marte takes fastball for a strike.
Strike counts 0-1. Yo, what's up, Andrew? What's up, my main man? Counts 0-1 for Marte.
Baseman Urias played right along the line against Marte.
That's down, counts 1-1.
Ball and strike.
They're trying to feel how this game will go. Marte, just get on. Vientos is due. Somehow get on the base.
Marte with 1 home run this year. There's a big rip at a high
You and me
fastball.
both, Andrew.
1-2.
Counts 1 and 2 because my Islanders ain't doing shit this year either.
Night. Everything on today's game and tomorrow's as well. And the rest of the day in New York sports. Ferguson ahead on
1-2 count. Marte foul into the stands on the first base side. Yeah, I'm doing all right. I'm doing much better than the last time you saw me. Every day is, you know.
Staff has struggled at home this year. 6.43 ERA here at Sutter Health Park in West Sacramento. But they have pitched well today. Yin and Sterner and now Ferguson trying to get through the eighth.
1-2 count for Marte. He got him. Damn it. That may be it for the Mets. They're going to bottom of the eighth, 3-1 Athletics.
A couple of strikeouts to the bottom of the eighth, 3-1 A's.
Damn, man.
Experience baseball and much VIP parking entrances, first class amenities from your site with gourmet food and wine experience. Which is sweet.
Here comes the pitch.
For all of your home improvement needs, windows, doors, siding, or roofing, call us at 888-631-2131 or visit us at unifiedhomeremodeling.com.
At Atlantic Honda, we like to say, no matter the style, we'll make you smile. Whether it's the sharp-looking Accord, the economical HR-V, the spacious Pilot, or the entertaining Odyssey, we have the service, the selection, and the people to make every Honda lover the happiest ever. You'll find your style and find your smile.
Because we always go the extra mile. At Atlantic Honda.
Don't take slow for an answer. When you can't wait to get home. Or when you're helping someone find theirs.
I'm not sure if he doesn't have a phone.
Or you can't miss the big night.
Is he feeling great?
Don't take slow for an answer. Switch to Optimum Mobile on America's largest 5G network, delivering more 5G coverage plus 5G reliability and speed. And get one unlimited line for just $25 a month. Call, go online, or visit a store.
Don't take slow for an answer.
Since 1989, Unified has been Long Island's most trusted contractor. When you need to upgrade or repair your windows, doors, siding, roofing, or masonry, Unified will be with you every step of the way. Call today or visit our website.
Here we go, this Infinity post-game lunch. A great overall at bat. We're having a good time right now.
To the best in the game facing off there, he really stepped up and he was at his best in those moments.
Don't miss a single Mets moment on the SNY stream presented by Fanatics Sportsbook. Now let's do it. Home the MLB app, scan the code, and download the MLB app.
Yeah,
today.
true, Andrew.
So
Showing bunt.
Foul.
Foul. Third base side.
Back, but he fouls it back at the screen. So Buteau working a second inning after giving up some rockets in the seventh. A lot of run on 2 hits. And the last batter of the inning, Brett Rooker hit ball in center field.
Counts on 1.
Down. Changeup misses away. Ball is strike to Soderstrom. Soderstrom had
Counts 1 and
in
1.
the fourth. He's got 2 in the fourth and 1 in the seventh. That's lined but right at Beatty for the first down.
Lined over to Beatty for the first out.
Who's fooling anybody?
Soderstrom has had quite a series. A lot of balls hard, nothing to show for it.
Looking ahead of the ninth inning, the Mets will be setting up Vientos, Beatty, and
All right,
Taylor
DH Shea here for the A's with 1 out.
Shea Langoliers.
Langoliers takes the strike.
Langoliers had a base hit in the fourth inning.
Counts on 1. Ball outside, counts 1 and 1.
That makes him 17 for 35, under 500 against the Mets.
Struggling.
Under 500.
Langoliers is 17 for 35 with 2 home runs and 10 RBIs against my Mets. His batting average against the Mets is .400 and something. That's upstairs, counts 2 and 1.
That's been big news this week.
Somebody threatened to like Clears.
Not everyone's laughing.
Depends what side of the equation you're on, I guess.
That's outside again. Counts 3-1.
That 201K is in great shape.
Braves continue to struggle. They're down 3-1 with the Rays in the 8th.
It's muggy and cloudy here in Long Island. That's crazy. It's snowing by you, Andrew. Swing and a miss, full count.
It's over the solid 95-mile-an-hour fastball to get the count full. The Braves cannot get run.
Mostly just drizzle and mugginess. And a little bit of fog here in Long Island, Andrew.
It is bad, badly. We'll get Spencer Strider back next week. Try to just look out 13 and rehab start. I guess it's ready. 3-2 to Langoliers with Miguel Andujar on deck.
Got him, struck him out, 2 outs.
Right by him. Second strikeout for Buteau, 2 down to the 8th.
Like I was telling you, Gary,
Andujar.
I said it on air, so maybe Mets fans are interested, but I was in Atlanta on Tuesday night, asked Brian Sticker about Acuna, said he's not even really doing baseball activities yet. Went out to the West Coast to talk to Dr. Alan Trash, so he's still a ways away.
It's not the news Braves fans want to hear.
Yeah, right?
But, you can understand that going slow with him, considering that when he came back from the other ACL being torn, he was really iffy for most of the next season.
It was a 50-50, right? Good days and bad days.
Duhar's went for 3 today, 3 through 7 in the series, and he pops this one
Pop up.
high on the left side.
Vientos tracking it out. That's the end of 8. We're going to the 9th. This is it. Vientos, Beatty, and Taylor. That's out, and outest.
Baseball is back, and it's time to bring the heat with Fanatic Sportsbook. Earn up to 10% fan cash on your bets, win or lose.
So I guess he's their ace. He's their Edwin Diaz.
Other collectibles. On top of that, new customers get up to $1,000 in bonus.
I feel like every time I stream, the Mets lose.
Bet on baseball all season long with Fanatic Sportsbook.
I feel like 80% of my Mets streams, they freaking lose.
Long live friendly competition. Long live cozy nights.
Yeah, I agree with you, Andrew. Alonso has been pretty great. He's been money.
Doctors, simple mobile app, convenient locations.
And I hope he maintains it.
Absolutely. You have options, but at Catholic Health, we'd like to remind you to choose you first, because we did too. Long live you, and long live Long Island.
Vientos and Brett Beatty, yeah.
Well, along with this.
The struggle is real.
And with this.
And who knows how long Siri is going to be out. Maybe 2 weeks.
2% cash back. 1% when you buy, and 1% as you pay with the City Double Cash Fund.
Make things go right.
Right now at the Home Depot, shop Spring Black Friday savings on GE Profile appliances. Sleek outside,
Alonso's, yeah.
dispense inside, and all-in-one laundry that can wash and dry.
Alonso is like our best hitter.
Get free delivery now.
Right now.
Do you use lawn service?
Absolutely not. I have you.
To me, lawn service is a scam.
Nobody's going to pay attention to your lawn like you do.
I know what I put down at Scottsdale. I put down great product.
All
right, here we go, 9th inning, boys, and then I'll see you tomorrow.
Coming up after the game, don't forget to keep it tuned for Infinity Postgame Live. Chelsea Sherrod and Drew Blevins will be along. Mason Miller on the pitch the 9th inning. I did not know that Mason Miller comes in.
Strike counts on 1. Mason Miller, 4 games, ERA allowed 0, 3 saves, 3 OPP, 4 innings, 2 hits, 1 walk, 8 strikeouts, 0 home runs allowed.
Mets last year, 2 innings and a save, 3 punch-outs. This guy throws the easiest 102
Vientos
miles
is
an
1
hour
for 3.
you'll see in the game.
And a nasty slider to go with it. Mark Vientos leading off in the 9th.
Oof.
And that was 103.
He went around 103. Jesus Christ, counts on 2. Lawrence Butler came in at right field for the A's.
Defense. Vientos down to a count of 2. Swing early.
Ooh.
Pops left toward first.
Shotty hit to first. Out. One away. So this Miller guy is the real deal, huh?
Saves last year. Finished fourth in the Rookie of the Year balloting in the American League. Gave up just 36 hits in 65 innings. Struck out 104. That is 14.4 strikeouts per nine. Brett Beatty is 1 for 3.
Brett Beatty 1 for 3 had a single in this game. That's it. Fouling back, 102-mile-per-hour pitch, counts 0-1. Wow.
Faced 15 hitters, including Vientos there, and struck out 8 of them.
His average fastball is 100.9 miles per hour. It's the highest in the MLB.
Highest average fastball velocity in the game.
There goes this game.
Catches the outside.
Counts 0-2.
3 and it's 0-2.
Jesus Christ, 103-mile-per-hour pitch. Remember when Diaz could throw 101, 102?
Gardner Webb University, third round pick by the A's at 21, and he is a phenomenon. Two come to Beatty.
Wow, backdoor slider at 89-mile-per-hour pitch, got the K, 2 away. Wow, faked him out. Beatty thought it was the fastball.
104, and occasionally I throw a backdoor slider.
Beatty needs to go back down. Him and Vientos need to go back down. I'm sorry, guys. If they're still here in May, I'll be pissed. Taylor 0 for 3. Ball outside and low. There's a slider. He's going to smoke him. Watch this. Oh, 103-mile-per-hour hit. Up left field. Taylor on base. Tying run coming up to bat for the Mets. All right. Hold on.
There are some hitters, it doesn't matter how hard you throw, they are just good fastball hitters. And Taylor just started it early, found a hole, and the Mets have a chance.
We have life.
Not Terrence, who started last
Luis Terrence.
Double in 5 trips. Coming off the bench today after Singer just pulled for a pinch hit.
Luis Terrence, our last hope with 2 outs and 1 on.
3-1 game. 2 out, top of the 9th.
280 batting average for Torrance. Terrence, swing and a miss. 101-mile-per-hour pitch, counts 0-1. Please subscribe to the channel. Please like the stream when you get a chance. I'll be streaming again tomorrow afternoon, most likely. Here's the 0-1. Oh, that was almost a wild pitch. Catcher Pareda there did a good job grabbing it. Counts 1-1.
You know, when that slider hits the dirt, it's going to bounce back towards you, and he's still caught it in the web.
More on deck. Terrence trying to get this game to him.
Outside, 103-mile-per-hour pitch, counts 2-1. How many pitches does this dude have? 11.
Buckle up. 2-1 to Terrence.
Fouling back, 2-2 count, 102-mile-per-hour fastball. This is it here. The strike here ends the game. I don't feel them rallying back, guys. I feel a fat L coming.
Put on the finishing touches. Terrence trying to keep the Mets alive. 2-2. He lifts one down the right field line, slicing toward the corner. Foul.
Oh, it just went foul in the corner. Right field corner by a little bit. That was very close to being a 2-run home run. It went foul, right field corner. Look at this.
And he let the speed of the pitch dictate the
Man,
speed
just a couple of steps.
off the bat. That was 104.
Apparently that was a 104-mile-per-hour pitch.
Terrence hanging in there against the hardest thrower in the game. Again, the 2-2.
That's going to bounce away. Runner's going to go.
Taylor down to second.
Full count. Taylor on second.
Count to Torres, who's just trying to stay alive and get Lindor to the plate.
It's funny, Miller had a good feel for that slider against
Wild pitch. Taylor to second.
Beatty in particular.
2 outs. Full count for Torres.
Against the righties.
Trying to get Lindor up at bat.
Force away at second base. 3-2 now to Torres. After their backs to the wall. And Torres hits one on the ground.
Ah, that's it. He's out at first. Damn. Ball game's over.
As the A's even up the series,
Oh.
pitching for JT Ginn.
What's up, Moto Rider? Let's go Cardinals.
And Miller gets the save.
3-1 is the final for the A's.
Tough loss for David Peterson. Who
Tough loss for the
pitched
Mets.
his
Tough
well,
loss for
pitched all
everybody.
season long, but the Mets,
I feel like every time I stream,
their 9-5 record now, have not hit. And their record could be a lot different.
the Mets
than it was
lose.
before.
This Miller kid is good, man.
In 6 innings.
All right, so I'll see you guys tomorrow. Same time.
When it takes the loss today, a lot of those 2 runs and 7 hits.
Yeah.
As the Mets and A's split.
Sanger versus Severino tomorrow. Yeah, I'm excited for that. The Met versus the former Met. I'm ready.
From their dugout out to the clubhouse in left center field. While the A's do their handshake line.
Let's go to 9-5 on the season. A's go to 6-9. Time of game was not too bad. 2 hours and 31 minutes.
Organization for the first time and gets the win with 5
All right, man.
stellar innings.
I will see you guys on the next one. Maybe we'll get the win with Sanger tomorrow. Make me happy.
So the Mets
Later.
take the long walk after falling to the A's 3-1.